reviews. Visit lastpass.com/twit.
This is Twit.
This episode of Hands on Tech is brought to you by LastPass. Visit lastpass.com/twit. Hey everybody, I'm Jason Howell, and I am here to review the new Google Pixel Buds. Think of these as Google's AirPods for Android devices. Apple has its AirPods, wildly successful. Google wants a little piece of that pie too. So they released their next version of the Pixel Buds. The previous version had this little wire that went from one ear to the other, and a lot of people didn't like how they fit. So Google brought us this new version, and well, you might be wondering if they solved some of the issues from the first version. So let's dive in and take a look, and I can give my review of the Pixel Buds. So first of all, these are true wireless earbuds. Definitely, in my opinion, an upgrade over Google's last kind of approach on wireless Pixel Buds. They're $179, so they're not inexpensive. I will say they're the same cost as the Jabra Elite 75Ts. Those happen to be my favorite of the true wireless earbuds right now. They support Bluetooth 5.0. So why don't we get right into the design first and foremost? Just right off the top, I love the look and the feel of these, both the earbuds as well as the case. They just, if you've ever had a Pixel phone, you know the Pixel kind of aesthetic. It's got a nice, smooth exterior, slightly textured. Everything feels solid to the touch. Doesn't feel cheap and empty. When we pull the earbuds out, and when we show the earbuds, you'll see that there's a little nub that's included. This is meant to mold into your ear so that they don't move. And I would say that's one thing to look out for. This little nub right here actually gets a little uncomfortable over time. So if you're wearing these for long periods of time, you might notice a little like a kink in your ear, and you need to shuffle it around or maybe take them out for a while. So that's a little bit of a thumbs down. But they also have a spatial vent design that is really nice to me. It's a great balance between being completely sealed off, which is what I'm very used to, and you do get better audio quality generally when you're totally sealed off from external noise. It's a balance between that and open air, which gives you more spatial awareness. So if you like to go running or riding your bike, or you just want to be somewhat more in tune with what's going on in your environment, spatial vent design is going to improve that and give you a little bit more awareness outside. But as a result, they do not isolate. So maybe, like, I haven't flown on a plane anytime recently, but these might not be the best earphones on a plane because they're going to let more of that external noise through. So keep that in mind. There is a sensor on the earbuds that detects when it's removed from your ear. That's handy because you can actually activate a setting that will pause the music or whatever you happen to be listening to the second it detects it coming out of your ear. And then consequently, when you put it back in, it resumes. It starts playing again. It worked really well for me. They are IPX4, which is sweat proof, so good for workouts. I definitely did a lot of running with these and a lot of workouts and stuff, got kind of sweaty and had no problems there. The full surface of the outside of the earbuds is touch sensitive. So they respond to different touch activities. For instance, swiping forward to do volume up, swiping back, volume down, tap to answer or pause, that sort of stuff. And it's all fully customizable, which I'll talk about just a little bit later. But and it doesn't require like the pushing in of a button the way the Jabra 75 do. So you just tap it lightly and it does what it needs to do. I like that a lot. The box does include 3 sizes of ear tips. The pre-installed ear tips actually worked well for my ears. I will say one bonus that I noticed is that either earphone can be used independent of the other in mono mode. So you're not locked into just using the single right earbud. If you want mono and you want to keep the other ear open, you can use either one of them. Also, and I thought this was really cool because this doesn't happen very often, I can wear one of these earbuds and give the other earbud to someone else and it will still play. Not all wireless earbuds do that, but the Pixel Buds do, and I like that a lot. Let's talk a little bit about sound quality because that's pretty important when you're talking about wireless earbuds and earbuds in general. Starting with call quality, I made a number of calls with the Pixel Buds, and I would say audio quality on both ends was excellent. I also had my wife call me wearing these and kind of test what I heard and everything. And overall, I'd say I was pretty pleased with the quality. Everything sounded clear, didn't let in a ton of external noise, so I felt like I could hear what she was saying and vice versa. So that's good. Music sounds crisp and clear, although I will say that the low end is not overemphasized. And I bring that up because the Jabra Elite 75Ts are my favorites when it comes to sound quality. And there's just a lot more low end response. Just music sounds richer with the 75Ts, and especially directly compared to the Pixel Buds, which are in the same price category. So if sound quality is your priority, you might want to look at the 75Ts compared to the Pixel Buds. Is one thing to keep in mind. The Pixel Buds do offer a feature called adaptive sound, and think of this if you've had in your car the option to turn on for with your stereo, so that when you start driving faster and things get noisier, the volume turns up, and then when you start to slow down, the volume ducks down. That's what adaptive sound is, but it's really about your external environmental noises that are happening. I don't care for that feature, and I don't like. It's not an effect that I want when I'm listening to music. I want steady, solid sound. So I didn't care for this. I think this is a personal preference thing, though. That might be something that you're very interested in. So I think your mileage may vary as far as that's concerned.
I also connected the Pixel Buds to my MacBook Pro to record the audio there so that you get a sense of what people would hear if you actually use these on a video conference call, since we're doing that a whole lot more these days. This is the quality that you get. Definitely not nearly as good as like a wired headset with a microphone right on your mouth. A little empty. Wireless earbuds, when they're used like this, commonly sound kind of distant like this. So keep that in mind. Maybe not the best solution, but definitely convenient.
Now for a little bit of a negative. I did have a couple of times, primarily when I was on a call, but I think this is happening for other people in different situations, where while I was moving, I was walking my dog, and one of the earbuds kind of disconnected from the other one and just completely blanked out. And it was a very sudden, kind of jerky, like, and then silence. And then probably about 3 or 4 seconds later, and it came back on, and I could hear everything. One time it was slightly out of phase with the other. And I realized like part of this is just Bluetooth in general. When you're talking about true wireless earbuds, that can happen. But I will say, in my experience with true wireless earbuds, some earbuds do it more or at all compared to others that don't. The Jabra Elite 75Ts, I've never had that happen. I've had that happen a couple of times with the Pixel Buds, and a friend of the network, Jeff Jarvis from This Week in Google, and a number of other people on Reddit, as one example, are complaining about the issue. So it's something to keep in mind. Consider the fact that Google has promised regular software updates and firmware updates for the Pixel Buds, including feature drops. So there's something to look forward to there, and I have to imagine they're going to address this going forward if it's a wider issue than just that. This episode of Hands on Tech is brought to you by LastPass. Your remote workforce is a vital part of your business, but it can also be a security risk. Easily transition from office to home with LastPass. LastPass enables IT to remain in complete control over which employees are accessing which resources, and employees can securely share passwords across teams. Visit lastpass.com/twit to find out how they can help you. That's lastpass.com/twit. All right, one of my favorite features of the Pixel Buds is hands-free assistant. It might not sound like a big deal. We're very used to having assistant running on our phones so that we can say, hey, G, and throw the command and our phone, it picks it up. Why I like it so much, just as an example, on the Jabra 75Ts, I have to push the button in order for that to happen. There is a way to set up the phone with Smart Unlock so that it automatically recognizes that my Jabras are connected, and then it unlocks the phone, and it's always listening without me having to press the button. But still, my command is going to the phone initially before the earphones. With the Pixel Buds, it's fully integrated with Assistant Always Listening mode. So you can turn this on if you so choose. But what it allows for is when I'm out jogging and I miss something on a podcast, I can say, hey, G, rewind 30 seconds, and boom, it does it. It jumps right